sure exactly the exact date when the great rabbi passed away, but on Nisan in the year Hey Tav Tzadik, it was reported over, the 6th chief rabbi, let's just say, of Israel, Jerusalem, Rishon Lציון, probably we also call it as, passed away. His name was Rav Shlomo Rafael Abdalla, or Abdalla. Two different ways of pronouncing the great rabbi's name, the family name in of itself. He would go on to become a great rabbi, a dayan, a judge, also of not just in Jerusalem, also in Greece. He'll become, and towards the end of his life, he'll become the famous Rishon Lציon, the 6th Rishon Lציon, respectively, sandwiched in between two other great rabbis, Rabbi Benjamin HaKohen Ma'ali and Rabbi Eliezer Nachum. Those were the 6th and 5th and 7th Rishon Lezions, respectively, at his time period, which is a huge and very prestigious position in of itself to be a Rishon Lezion. Now it's interesting, he was born, I believe, in an area, well, now it's called Napalin, if I'm not mistaken, in Greece, modern day Greece at that point in time. I think it was called Moria, I think. That was an olden day version, but nowadays it's actually pronounced a different way. So reported over when he was a young age, sadly he became an orphan and moved to Saloniki. Remember Saloniki, in its day, during especially 16 and 1700s, had a very great Torah Jewish community over there, and we learned under great rabbinic auspices at that point in time. There's many great rabbis, including Rabbi Chaim Yehuda and Rabbi Shlomo Amariello, a very great rabbanim in himself. I think Rabbi Amariello happened to be the author of the great Torah book called the Kerem Shlomo, a book we've spoken about, I believe, on various occasions before. So he came very much from a concrete Torah learning over there. Now, I believe there was no after reported over Hey Tav Samach Dalet, that Hebrew year, where he would actually come to Jerusalem from Greece at that point in time, one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, and there was like a prominent Jewish community over there. He would be appointed to be part of the Jewish court of Rabbi Avram ben David Yitzchaki, who happened to be a great rabbi at that time. And towards the end of his life, I believe in the year Hey Tav Peitet, he would be appointed to become the Rishon Lציon, the chief rabbi, which we're talking about is a very prominent position at that point in time. It's actually interesting. In his court itself, he had a great bet din that comprised of various great judges, great rabbis, included Rabbi Yeshaya Azulay. He himself happens to be the grandfather of the famous Chida, Rabbi Chaim Yosef David Azulay, respectively. Another great rabbi, Rabbi Matityahu Bar Rafael Ishbir'al, happens to be also, I believe, inside the Jewish court. And it was reported over he passed away in the Nisan in Hey Tav Tzadik. That was, I believe he passed away in Jerusalem, and he would be buried in Har HaZeitim, the Mount of Olives burial plots over there. I think his bet in his Jewish court, in of its own right, actually put upon different takanot at that stages in time reported over. With regards to, I think it's set, I'm not mistaken, takana, where women, girls can't get married under a specific age. I think at that point in time, maybe there was various different reasons why that would have to be done. Okay, now he wrote 3 Torah great books of note, including Minchat Zichron. This was based on the Shas itself, the Talmud Babli, the different Masechtot inside the Gemara, respectively. Then he also would do a Chibur al HaShulchan Aruch, writing within regards to the code of Jewish law, respectively, and I think concentrating on the Orach Hayim, the ways of life, let's just say, in of its own. Another great book was a Sefer Shelot V'Teshuvot. We're talking about question and answers book, very much encompassing probably the different Torah questions that was grappling a chief rabbi at the time, he himself, being what were the questions, the Shelot coming up in Jerusalem and in Greece yesteryear in of itself. So he was very much a great rabbi of his time. To like candles in memory, if you know or you can trace the exact dates he passed away, I'd really appreciate it if you can write a comment on that. That'll be amazing. He was a 6th Rishon Lציon, remember, out of a long list of Rishon Lציons. We've probably covered nearly every Rishon Lציon that was out there, maybe barring a few. It would be great to find out more within regards to him. And he was in between, obviously, Rabbi Nachum and Rabbi Benjamin HaKohen Ma'ali. So he was very much a great rabbi of his time. And I think we could relate over a lot more with regards to him. And but really much one of the great rabbis that would actually spend time in Jerusalem of his time. He close connected with Abraham Yitzchaki and very much make his imprint within regards to Torah inside that specific era in of itself. So wishing all blessings from Israel. Friends, we're a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. Now, if you're related to any of the great rabbis, please send me an email. Please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you feel anyone's interested in watching any of these videos, please share these videos to those people respectively. And subscribe to the channel. We've covered already about nearly 850 great Chachamim. And wishing you well. The recording is from Bet Shemesh, just a week and a half away, just before the Jewish festival of Passover. So wishing you well, take care, and blessings from Israel. Okay, so be well, everyone.